Hey everybody, it's Caden here, and the quote of the day is, "If you cry because the sun has gone out in your life, your tears will prevent you from seeing the stars." This is a quote by Rabindranath Tagore. So if you cry because the sun has gone out in your life, your tears will prevent you from seeing the stars. Wow. So if we continue to notice all the things that we think are going wrong in our lives, if we focus on all the negative things, we won't see the miracles all around us. At this time in our lives, with so much happening in the world, a lot of things that we maybe don't want to see happening, we want to be able to reach out to people in ways that we used to before. And it's a challenging time for so many people. But if we actually start to recognize all the things that we have, the things we still can do, the ways we can still communicate with one another. I mean, even just having these phones where we can go on Zoom calls or we can FaceTime our families, that's a miracle. I mean, to think of that, like back in the day, this would have been so unimaginable that we could sit in front of a device we carry in our pockets, pull that out and see someone from around the world in live time. That is a miracle. It reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, where they're like, "Show me the beast," and then they see it in the mirror, and like, wow, that blows everybody's minds that they can see it, and it's this magical mirror. Well, every day you have that magical mirror inside your pocket. But you don't have to look for beasts. The beast was not such a bad guy after all, once everybody got to know him. But, we can actually call people we want to see, and we can spend our time with them. This has been an amazing time for me to be able to reach out to clients and to really expand my reach in the world, being able to help people and serve people. And I feel like we can all rise to this moment. And if we are paying attention to all the stars and all the magic and all the beauty that is in your life right now, and you're not crying, you're not obstructing your own vision, you're seeing from heart instead of worrying from the mind. You're not picking everything apart. And I'll go a little further with this because I think it's such an important lesson to learn. If you have someone in your life, maybe it's a significant other, maybe it's a close friend, and you notice yourself picking out the things you don't like about that person. You love them, but there's qualities that just irk you or, bother you. Maybe it's a family member too. If you notice that your mind is like picking out all the details, all the things that you'd wish were different, stop yourself and start to look at all the good things. Start to see them in their light. And as you do this, as you practice gratitude, even for another person, they will feel differently in your presence. They're going to notice that you're wishing them well. And it's a great practice that we can do in any aspect of our life. So anywhere that you're being kind of negative, notice that section of your life and then try to reframe it from a positive place. And the question or action for today is, whenever you are feeling down or in distress, ask to see things differently. Everything is about perspective. Your struggles can be your greatest sources of strength. Your difficult relationships can be your most rewarding teachers. So that basically covers what we just kind of went through, like I just riff. After I read the quote of the day, I kind of just riff, and there's 90 of them in this book, so I can't remember all the questions or actions that are actually in here. But how perfect is that? We're going to start reframing things. We're going to start seeing where we're being a little negative and then reframe it from a positive perspective. So I'm just going to read this again. Whenever you are feeling down or in distress, ask to see things differently. Everything is about perspective. Your struggles can be your greatest sources of strength. Your difficult relationships can be your most rewarding teachers. So I hope that this helps. I just wanted to read it one more time so it really drives into us. And I hope you guys have an amazing day and enjoy it as much as you can, Focus on all the good that's out there because there's tons of it all around you, I'm sure.